Yes. Here we go back on the scene. It's the We So Classic podcast brought to you by WeSoClassic.com. It's your man D Damon in the building.
It's your boy Lou Hall in the building.
It's your boy Prez in the house.
What's good? It's your boy Recess hollering from the playground, y'all.
Yo, my brothers, what is good, man? What's going on, y'all?
What up?
Just coming off of a crazy music weekend.
Okay, yes, indeed. Crazy indeed. Now, I think some people are really crazy for some of the things they said, but
really crazy. Some people took it over the top.
They jumping off the fucking ledge, man. But that's what's up, man. We getting started, yeah.
They should get arrested for the misuse of the fire emoji.
The misuse of the word legend. The misuse of the word the greatest of all time.
Oh,
What the fuck are you talking about? But yo, what's good? We starting off hot, yeah.
Word, they're on fire. That fire emoji.
Flame.
Yo, so what's good, man? How y'all week been, man? What's good?
Chilling, man.
What's up, Mr. Headband?
What's up, man? What's good?
What's going on, Jalen Rose? What's good, man?
I'm on my Jalen Rose, my Rashid. You know what I'm saying? My Cliff Robinson.
Yo, that's the original end of the headbands right there, yo.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it's that time, baby. NBA season is upon us.
No doubt.
Yo, please tell me why this nigga look like Mookie Blaylock.
Oh my God, Mookie Blaylock. Big shout out to Mookie Blaylock, yo.
Tell me why this nigga look like Bonzi Wells, yo.
Shout out to Big Three, yo. That dude was a bust like a motherfucking NBA, man. Oh, that dude was a bust, yo.
This nigga on fake ass Chauncey Billups.
They always say like the bummest dudes in the NBA are like the best players in the world, but I don't know, these dudes be looking like some bums in the NBA, man.
Man. We a few short weeks away from that NBA season.
Hype.
Oh man, so many storylines.
Y'all saw me last night with the LeBron James. I was watching the preseason like it was the regular season, like it's the finals and shit. I was watching the game and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Since we talking about the NBA, sir, you have to tell us about the preseason game that you
was able
to.
Oh, word.
No, big shout out to my homeboys Rashid and Millie, man. We hit me up. I was like, yo, I got these tickets for this Charlotte Hornets Boston Celtics preseason game at the UNC where the Tar Heels play. So shit was dope, man. We rolled over there. Mad traffic was fucking ridiculous and shit, man. But had some good ass seats, man. We was mad close to the court and got to see everybody, in live action, man. I told you, every time Gordon Hayward jumped, man, I was holding my breath and shit. Every single time he jumped, man. I was like, oh my God. Oh, what he jumped for that rebound? Oh no, don't take that jump shot. No. But he was cool, man. He missed all the shots and shit, but he was bombing away. He healthy. So
he missed all his shots.
I ain't say he missed all of them, but he missed all the ones that I saw. I ain't seen him really hit nothing and shit, man. But he was shooting. Like he looked like he was, I guess, with that kind of injury, man, you can't be hesitant. You gotta just go because that's how you get hurt again. You be hesitant and shit, man.
Yeah, he had butterflies, man. It was just butterflies.
He had to though, man. He fucking snapped his leg in half, man. That shit was crazy, yo. But it was dope to see all them dudes. First time seeing Kyrie Irving in real life and shit, man. That dude is a star, man. Kyrie Irving is a fucking star, yo. Yeah, the Celtics are bad. They a serious team. Celtics are serious, man. Serious. They to me right now they are locked for the East for the finals basically to win the Eastern Conference and shit, man. They got too much talent. Too much talent on that fucking team, yo. They deep.
Yeah, but Toronto had the best record in the league the Eastern Conference last year, and that's without Mr. Kawhi himself.
Excellent point, sir.
Toronto was tough, but
that's going to be a tough season.
But remember, now that on the flip side, Boston made it to the conference finals without their two best players. They made it to Game 7 of the conference finals without their two best players.
That's
so now they're adding them.
Excellent point.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness!
So now you imagine. So basically, you adding 2 All-Stars and shit, yo, to a team that made it to the Game 7 of the conference final. That's insane, man.
But then don't forget, You got the 76ers with the true center, like the only true center in the East.
Word.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Running and gunning with the motherfucking baby. I would call him Baby LeBron,
Baby
Simmons.
LeBron, Baby Magic, Baby Magic Johnson.
Yes. The man he rather fucking dish the ball than score points.
The only thing about the Sixers is the bench. The bench is not that good, yo. That's the only thing. Because they lost a couple of players last year and shit. So that's the only thing. But they gotta be tough though.
Did Redick re-up? Did he get? Did he resign? Okay.
Yeah, he resigned, but they lost like Bellinelli was big for them. Bellinelli and this other European dude. Ilya Sovic. They were big for
both of them.
Yeah, they lost both of them. Yeah, they lost both of them.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
I like we're talking a lot about the Eastern Conference. LeBron went vocal earlier this week about his feelings on making the top 16 teams in the NBA make the
playoffs,
because it's very interesting how a team that probably wouldn't even make the playoffs in the West,
right?
That would be a 9th or 10th seed.
Yeah,
that would be good enough to be in the 5th or 6th seed in the East.
Yeah, I mean it's true. It's true.
He used.
I don't know if they're really gonna do that. Though. I don't know if they're ever gonna really do that and shit, but.
Yeah,
I don't know, because now you messing with the history books and stuff like that. I don't know if they're gonna do that kind of stuff and shit. So.
Plus, it's something about that style that would be just be unfair, bro. Because if you think about it, you would have like out of the 16 teams, 10 of them would be from the fucking West. Yeah. 12 of them might be from the well, not 12, but 10 of them, 8 to 10 of them might be from the West.
Yeah.
9. Yeah. So you don't want to have that. You don't want to have that type of situation where all the West Coast teams are like the only ones that are in the playoffs.
Yeah, you know? I guess they gotta keep it even, but we'll see. We'll see what happens and shit. See what happens, man. I know your boy, man. I gave it to the pass his first year. I was happy he won the championship. Gave him a pass the second year. Nah, I mean, he's a fucking sucker now, man. Kevin Durant's a fucking sucker, man. I can't do it, man. I love Kevin Durant, but he's a fucking sucker, man. It's about time. You gotta go, man. He's just a fucking punk, man. Just go do your own thing, man. God damn, I can't take this shit no more, yo.
You're saying like latching on to okay, I see what
you're saying. On, man. Like he went to the best team. How the best player gonna go to the best team? It's just some sucker shit. It's just I would never do that shit. It's some sucker shit, man.
Oh man, shout out to KG and the truth, but I kind of hear that they're still not talking to Jesus for what he did.
Yeah, the only Ray Allen wasn't the best player in the league when he went to the to the Miami Heat.
He was the best shooter.
But Boston wasn't fucking with him though. Boston they wasn't it was something they wasn't doing. They wasn't gonna pay him or have him come off the bench. It was something they wasn't gonna do. They wasn't gonna give him what he wanted. That's what it was. That's why he left. Yeah, that's the main reason he left. They wasn't gonna pay him. He was like, "Fuck."
Well, basically, not the fact of just being what type of caliber player you are. Of course, you're gonna have to be a significant player to even make that type of impact. Yeah. But I'm talking about leaving a team to go to another team that you just finished with being rivals with.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Thank you. Motherfucker just spanked you, bro.
Yeah.
And then you go run. You go run
like
to
you
that.
begging for mercy.
Hopefully, this dude, man, he get whatever they win again. Just go do your own thing, man. We'll see. What happens.
There was talks of Kevin Durant going to the Knicks.
Oh God! Why you always bring the fucking Knicks up with some bullshit rumors, man? He's going to the fucking Knicks. It's not happening, yo.
I mean, they just the cap space. You know what I'm saying? If they'd have to clear out a whole lot of cap space.
They're not going to the Knicks ever. Happen, man. Ain't nobody going to the Knicks, man. Or the Nets and shit for that reason and shit, man.
You included your team too.
We all, ain't nobody going to the fucking team, man. Oh man, but it's all good. So that's what's up with President shit. Obviously, that's his weakest shit.
Man. Listen, I'm a root for the home team, no matter how bad they are, how much they suck. You know.
So Brooklyn or the Knicks?
Both, man.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and root.
It's the first time I'm not hating the Knicks. First time I don't since 08. I don't hate the Knicks and shit. I don't hate them. I don't hate them.
They could turn the shit around starting next year. Next year they could start turning it around, man. Yeah. Same thing with the Nets. Same thing with the Nets. Nets, like, you know, it's just a matter of getting that free agent. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy Butler, you know, is talking about going out there. Kemba Walker, you know what I'm saying? Rumors about him going out there. Yeah.
What they need is the other dude. But I'm fucking with D'Angelo Russell. I'm riding with him. I say they just give him his money, you know, in the offseason. Give him the max. He's what, 22 years old, man. Just fucking
young, real young.
This kid, just give him his 5 years, and he'll be 27 when the contract is up. Ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? They can move on if he ain't up to potential, just move on. So.
All New York basketball fans have dreams and aspirations. That's
this is true.
It's a sad thing. It's a
bad thing because you're just focused on what could be, what's possible.
That's all we got. That's all we got.
It is. That's all you got.
Listen, I've been picked on for years. I mean, years on top of years. Anytime somebody asks me what's my team, I say the Knicks. Yo, I get clowned. I get joked at. I mean, I've been enduring this bullying for years on top of years. I've been bullied. I mean, the Knicks through high school.
The Knicks did have a good, like, I say, 2-3 years around that. Amari, early Carmelo, Jeremy Lin, around that era. They were okay. They were okay.
They was focused, man. They was really focused. Got to the playoffs, and it just tanked, man.
It all went bad and shit. All went bad.
It was looking pretty good. I can't remember who they were playing, but I remember Amari Stoudemire did something stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He hit his hand on the glass.
He punched the fucking thing. He punched the glass. Yeah.
And they needed him. They really
all but downhill from that point on. Yes. I think it's the Miami Heat, Miami playing against the Heat and shit.
That was LeBron because it was really we really looked good.
I think they beat them in the regular season. I think the Knicks beat them in the regular season. Yeah,
twice.
Yeah,
they played 3 times. I remember that.
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. Man. Sorry, Knicks fans and shit.
Woe is me.
Woe is me. So other than that, man, like Lou Hall said, it's been a fucking crazy music week, man.
Yes.
Y'all want to give? I ain't even gonna front though, man. I'm gonna give a big shout out to this dude, man. He dropped his album. Everybody, people was talking about it, said the shit was hot. I mean, big shout out to the Young. Big shout out to Young, man. Young, whew. That fucking young Sinatra, man. That motherfucking Logic, man. Yo, that Young Sinatra.
I wasn't getting no feedback, yo, on the group text. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all
because you were spamming about the Wu-Tang joint. I'm talking about the whole album and shit.
Yeah,
man.
the whole album as a whole.
Yeah, I was like I thought I was crazy. Like nobody wanted to like.
I'm a fan. I'm a fucking fan.
Jump in and say how banging it was.
I am a fan of this young man.
I had to
nigga, you had the whole screen full of fire emojis. What the fuck was I gonna reply to that?
Straight spam.
This spam fucking shit.
Yo, but this kid is so ill, man. He's ill. All the production is fucking nice. Everything, man. His lyrics is off the chain. His flow is crazy. His content is great. Big shout out to Logic, yo. Big shout out to this dude.
Yeah. Not to mention, he was historic, right? Only artist to get all 9 members of the Wu-Tang Clan on a motherfucking feature.
Crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy.
That's insane, yo.
So the word to the grapevine is that you actually like that song, Press. That's the word to the grapevine.
A little bit.
Spamming asshole.
All right. Yo, Prez, would it be a stretch to say that you like the song?
A little bit. All right, man. It's all right. They gotta grow on me.
They gotta grow.
Let it grow, man. Check me in a couple months. I'll let you know how I feel.
Oh, Prez looked it on fire. Like the dude that burnt his Nikes with them on his feet.
Yeah.
That's how the fuck. You ever seen like a stunt man burn?
When they on fire and shit.
On fire, son.
Yo,
What's up? What's up?
Not for nothing. I had two people hit me up. I had my boy Nash. My boy Nash hit me up.
Right.
And my nephew Ken. What up, Ken? What up, Nash? They both hit me up. Two separate occasions throughout the day. It was like, yo, you gotta check this song. I was like, what song? They was like, yo, the joint on Logic's albums. They got the Woo on there, yo. I was like, so when I downloaded the joint, I went straight to that song. I didn't even wait. I went straight to that song. I've been rocking it ever since.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah. But the whole joint is just fire, man. Fire. All the production is tight, yo. The kid is like, he easily can sound like he came out from our era. Easily, man. He fit right into that shit seamlessly.
Yes.
Man, so.
Yeah. The thing about Logic is, man, when you listen to like his previous albums, like this dude can spit like on the new stuff and the old stuff. And it's like it's kind of like, you know how we've been looking for that, you know, that person that can actually get it in both, like, you know what I'm saying, in both categories.
Right.
You can do, you know, you're just as good as with the new and just as good as with the old. He hits that, like, seriously. And I don't really think that he gets a lot of notoriety as he should.
He really, to me, he really doesn't. The only I didn't even know him was from the Netflix documentary. I didn't even really fucking knew anything about him until I saw the documentary and shit.
And he's been grinding. He's been grinding for years already.
And they've been kind of trying to hit him with that. You know, a lot of people trying to hit him with that cultural appropriation type mess. You know what I'm saying? But that's
he's fucking black, yo.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's crazy, man.
I like it, man.
Shit was tight.
It was definitely good, man. Definitely.
Yo, I'm telling you that song is incredible. And what it's and you know what's even more incredible? The next song afterwards. You know, I mean, I haven't heard the complete thing because it just goes for a couple of seconds and I rewind again. But whenever I get to another song on that album, my God. So big shout out. So what else, man? What else? I heard some other little album drop this past weekend. I heard, man. I don't know,
man. How many years in the making? How many years with a public waiting for this one? Oh my gosh!
So
much drama.
Greatest album of all times. Go ahead, Luho. Talk about the greatest album of all times, man. What's good, man?
What's good, Luho?
I wouldn't say the greatest album.
You gotta fool me and shit, yo. With it's the greatest album of all times and shit, man.
Hey, don't say that because I'm about to blow you up, son.
No, I didn't say the greatest album of all time, but I love the album, man. I really like it. I like the Lil Wayne album.
No, don't go from love to like. Keep that same energy, like President.
I love it. I love it. Excuse me.
I love it. I love it, man.
I love it. What do you love about it? What do you love about it?
I listened to a lot of the lyrics, a lot of the bars he was saying, man. He was very emotional, you know what I'm saying, as far as like in some of the songs, man. Like for instance, for instance, you know, the very first joint, he put his mom's on there, and, you know, she was just talking about him, you know, bad. It sounded like she was talking about him when he was coming out, you know. And then the joint that he did with the next song right after that was that joint with XXX Tentacion, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to that brother.
The Don't Cry joint.
Yeah, the Don't Cry joint. And it was, you know what I'm saying, mad emotional. You could actually just like listen to the lyrics and listen to the, you know what I'm saying, to what he was saying. It wasn't like, you know how before with the mixtapes, with the, you know, and he was just speaking just a whole bunch of gibberish and garbage and like, what the fuck is this? But you on this, he actually put his heart into it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's because of like with the label drama that was going on, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like with him not being able to release music and, you know, probably being stressed out. It just didn't sound, you know what I'm saying? But Carter 5, it lived up to the hype.
Let me ask you this, yo. How much of that album do you think he actually redid? Like it was actually new material? And how much was shit from like 3-4 years ago.
Now, I will say I agree that it is dated. So I think that a lot of the material that he did have was from prior. And, you know, he maybe added some more to kind of make it sound a little like now. You know what I'm saying? So
I could definitely hear that Swiss Beats joint is a new, to me, I excuse me. When I heard that, I was like, okay, this is new. This is something that he went and he came up with. That Extension joint, I'm thinking that was done, you know, with just his vocals. Like, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm thinking like maybe Wayne just took his vocals and then added, you know, built a song around his hook or whatever. I could be wrong.
No. I think most definitely you're right, because I think I read in an article they said that XXS didn't even know, you know, what his vocals were being used for, what the song he was doing was going to be used for. He had no idea it was going to be on Carter 5. You know, he thought that it was just, you know, just Wayne doing some music, you know, but he had no idea that it was going to be on Carter 5.
I didn't think that the material was dated though, Lou Hall. What I did feel was that most of the content didn't sound like it had a date on it. He could have, those same songs he could have done years ago. The Swiss joint, Swiss got over 500,000 songs right now. He's been saying he's been working in the kitchen, so I don't even could see that song being recent.
I thought it was recent.
Nah, I think the whole album could have been. Nothing sounded that, you know. For example, when we were talking about M's Kamikaze, how you know for sure that was written recently. All the content on Lil Wayne is so introspective. You could have wrote that at any time. You could have wrote that 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So, and it would have still rang true. Lou Hall, I think, is downplaying it. I think he loved the album. I think if Prez was on fire with that Wu joint on Logic's album, the fire would have been doused from the tears shed from Lou Hall listening to Lil Wayne's album.
He keeps talking about how emotional he was and shit. Listen to the album.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you.
Who was cutting onions? Honestly, Lou Hall, to be perfectly honest with you, when his mom spoke about not ever asking him about how it happened, how he shot himself.
Yeah.
And then he explained everything in the next song.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was cutting onions in my car too, son.
It's that deep for y'all and shit. I hear that, man. I don't even understand what the fuck he's saying at all. Honestly.
Well, he basically was explaining it. Like he was playing, then he thought about it, put it to his head, put it down, then he turned around, went back, and put it to his chest. Like he basically explained what happened.
Yeah,
I hear that.
And that joint was Let It All Work Out. Let It All Work Out. The very last joint. That right there, I've played at least like 10 times, almost 10 times a day, just because it's a very
that's the last song on the album.
Yeah,
no last song, yo.
What's that? 23. Lord have mercy. I can even
how many boxes of Kleenex did you go through, bro?
I think about.
Well, actually, I have a disclaimer on myself. I cannot drive a vehicle or operate any machinery while listening to the Swiss Beats joint.
Okay.
Yes.
What from after that? Don't cry, yo. When that shit came on, I was like, listen, this nigga went back to special delivery. I was like, how you drive and you Harlem shaking?
To each his own, brother.
Hey, you know what?
If I want to special delivery, I put on fucking special delivery and shit. And I just fucking gibberish and shit, man.
You know, there's a challenge. Swiss Beats got a Harlem Shake challenge. What they call it, the Uproar Challenge. So everybody's doing a Harlem Shake.
Stop promoting the challenges, Lou, please.
And big up to Swizzy too, because he got something coming out. I believe it in the next couple of weeks.
Swizzy's doing this thing. I remember he was talking about his new set of work. He got coming out soon. I think it's like a world album. He was talking about he wanted to do like a world album and shit.
Matter of fact, his first single his first singles with Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Pistol on My Side.
Yeah.
Pistol on My Side.
I like that joint. I like that joint.
Yeah. That's what's up. I mean, for fans, a little. What's up with you, Press? What's your takes on the album and shit?
I let it play. You know, I downloaded it the first day, let it play and whatnot while I was in the crib. But I was doing some other things. I got a couple phone calls, so I didn't hear the whole album like from start to finish. I just heard like maybe about 5, maybe 6 or 7 songs. I caught a bit of that Kendrick joint.
Yeah,
Kendrick sounded like, you know, typical Kendrick, of course.
Make you really want to listen to Kendrick. When's Kendrick dropping another thing, right?
Which he did actually. Yeah. You know, we'll get to in a second. But as far as the Wayne joint, I think I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I know that's not really my speed when it comes to you know, albums and shit. The shit that he dropped in the past in the last couple of years, I wasn't really feeling so tough. But you know, Wayne, he could rap. You know what I'm saying? He got mad punchlines. You know, he got bars or whatnot. I think it's something that I wouldn't mind, you know, listening to a couple more times.
Okay.
But when that Logic came, man, I was like, I put that fucking Wayne aside. I was like, let me sit with this Logic for a minute.
I deleted the shit, Lil Wayne.
You deleted it? You deleted it?
Listen, it's real hip hop and shit, man. That's what's up.
Yo, do you know
taking no space, man? You don't want to take no space up for this.
You know who else dropped on Friday?
What's up, man?
Cypress Hill.
Brand new album and shit. I ain't checked that new album. Gotta check that shit out.
Snuck that one in.
Yeah, it's different.
Shout out to DJ Muggs.
You said it's different?
Yeah, it's different. I tell everybody listen and get their own opinion from it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Did you like it or did you not like it?
I want to hear it again because I only heard it. I kind of like how Prez was doing. Like I was actually working and I was, you know, kind of moving around or whatever, stopping, pausing, and doing this and doing that. So
new whole words, you saying that shit was whack because you like everything and shit, man. You saying that shit was whack.
I'm not saying that. I want to give it another listen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How it sounds.
I hear you. I might check it out one day. It's free and shit, right?
Yeah. Who else dropped? Marsha Ambrosius.
Okay. She's dope. She's dope.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with them two, man? Why they broke up?
I don't know what the beef was. Some kind of beef.
It is rumors, so I really.
We be talking about rumors all the time, man. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What happened and shit?
Allegedly, you know, the two, you know, girls in the group, they was, you know, together. They was lovers.
Okay.
And
really?
You know how you know mix the business with the pleasure.
Okay.
And, you know, she had a roommate and somebody got into it with the roommate and they, you know, it just fizzled.
Okay.
Oh, me never know that. Star.
That's interesting. Like I said, it's all alleged. It's all alleged.
All alleged.
Sorry.
So
sorry,
then,
Rashida. Sorry, Rashida Jones.
Wait. So then how is the other chick not singing anymore? Like they were both can sing, right?
Blackballed. Yeah.
Well, they tried to do it again.
Yeah.
And then something happened with another chick that was, I guess, she was supposed to have, I guess, been filling in, or like a third member supposed to be filling in, and the other person didn't know that the other girl was filling in, and it was just a whole bunch of drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Crazy, man.
Because she just disappeared, man. Fell off the earth.
Yeah.
She did her own solo joint. Matter of fact, she had like her single was with the Music Soul Child.
Okay.
Okay.
That was actually a pretty good joint.
That's what's up. Big shout out to Flow With You, man. Flow With You was dope.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Yes. Marsha.
Y'all got any other joints you want to talk about and shit, man, before we hop into this fucking episode?
That I haven't heard it yet, but Kendrick dropped that what was it? Bad Kid, Good City. EP.
Okay.
Which I guess, is songs that didn't make the Good album. Kid, Mad City album.
Okay.
So this nigga, and I think he is I think he got a little short version movie or some shit like that, or a long video, however you want to call it. I think he also released with the song. I think it's like 8 songs, 6, 7, 8 songs, some shit like that. So I'm looking for that. I didn't get a chance to download that yet, but always ready to hear some new Kendrick.
Oh yeah, no
Lamar.
To think we got 3 more full months.
More joints coming. More joints coming.
As a matter of fact, this coming Friday, T.I.
Yeah.
T.I. dropping?
Dime track. Yeah.
Yo, that begs to the question, Prez. You got a solid point. That begs the question.
What's up, man?
This year,
you got
bro.
a solid point.
This year, man.
A valid question.
I think this year, man, gotta go down as one of the most eventful, most chart topping, the most banging album release year ever.
Hyperbole at its finest, man. Woo wee.
I don't know what that word means.
Woo
but
wee. Hyperbole at its finest, man. We can wait till the year's over, man. Let's talk about.
I think the number 1 comeback year by far.
Oh, comeback year, 100% comeback year. I think maybe to stick it to that. Now I don't know about the best ever, but definitely best ever comeback because everybody came back. Harder than motherfucker, man.
Everybody dropped some serious albums.
That was a good one, Recess. Comeback. Yep.
And the crazy thing is, like we always say it seems like every year it's always like the one thing that you always stick with is, man, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And this year, I think just flipped the whole script.
The whole shit,
man.
It's been definitely a dope year, man. Definitely been a dope year. So
absolutely.
Now we just need Outkast to drop one. We good.
Oh man, this dude is done, yo. He's a rap, man.
Yeah, his heart ain't in it no more.
His heart ain't in it, man. He's a rap. He's a rap. Heart ain't in it.
It could be like some secret, Avengers type, Secret Wars type thing going on, man. And they might, just drop something like, J&B,
Can you? I think you're just getting your hopes up, man. Like, can you just imagine you wake up fucking Friday morning and there's like a new Outkast album? Like nobody. Oh my! Can you
imagine that?
Can you imagine?
Not that stupid ass April Fool's joke that gets me every single fucking year.
Can you imagine, yo?
Yo, Lou, you might as well be a Knicks fan with all that dreaming.
I mean, I guess dude, heart ain't in it, man. He just ain't. He plays to the beat of his own drum, man. He just
would love to hear that though.
That'd be amazing. I'm not even like the crazy Outkast fan like that. I think they're dope as hell, man. But I would definitely check that shit out.
Creativity is on 10 when they get together.
I would definitely check that shit out. But I know Big Boy is like this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker, man.
Because he keep putting out his single joints, and they just.
Big Boy. Big Boy is cool. Big Boy is cool. He's dope. Big Boy is dope, man. But just missing something, man. He's like Scottie Pippen off the Bulls and shit. Like Scottie Pippen on the Blazers type shit, man. He just, still got the skill, but he missing something, man. He just missing his boy, man. They just go together. They just, I don't know.
I hear you, man. I feel the same way.
Carrots and peas, peanut butter and jelly.
Why somebody? That really would be so fucking dope, though, man. Like, don't even announce this shit. Just do the same way everybody, like Jay and them doing. Just Eminem and them doing. Just come out. Just bring this shit out.
Yeah, that would be dope, man. It definitely would be dope.
It is what it is, man. Y'all got any more things y'all want to talk about, man, before we get into this shit?
No, D. Just thankful for what we do get, though. Definitely very thankful for what we do receive.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
indeed.
Yes, indeed. All right, that's what's up, man. But this is Treys, 20s, and Dimes. This is our monthly look back with everything popping in music, movies, sports, and news from 10, 20, and 30 years into the past. For this episode, we're covering September of 1988, 98, and 2008, y'all. Woo! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So my man Recess, man, the keys are going. And then you got the push start to the time machine.
Stepped it up. Stepped it up.
He got a push start to the time machine now, man.
You don't even we're ready.
I need to buckle up.
Almost didn't get in, son.
You got friends,
man. As soon as y'all got in y'all seats, I took off. Welcome to September of 1988, my G's.
1988, man. We up in here, man. Yo, hop into these singles real quick for this music, man. Big shout out to my man Freddie Jackson. The first 2 weeks of the month, man, that nice and slow joint. Nice and slow.
Yo, who just sampled that this year?
Somebody sampled that shit?
Somebody says, come on, Lou Hall.
That was
one of them new cats, man.
Nice and slow.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Somebody said yes, D. Let's go. Somebody did sample that.
All right, Peter Freddie Jackson, man. But yo, the fucking next song, man, my man. This dude is always on the charts at 88, man. This album just keep on bringing out singles, man. The greatest of all times. MJ, Another Part of Me.
Just another part of me.
Quincy Jones is rolling in his grave right now.
Quincy Jones. Oh, yo, big shout out to Quincy Jones, man. He got the dope documentary on Netflix right now, directed by his daughter Rashida, man. Dope documentary and shit.
Or executive produced by Tupac.
That's what's up. He got a long history, man. Big shout out to Quincy Jones. Yeah.
They settle their differences, man.
Afterlife, yo. Big shout out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Man.
Real quick, the person that sampled that Nice and Slow, that was this new dude, Ball Greasy.
Oh God,
and Lil Dread.
Why you here to mention that shit, man? Anyway. You asked. Nah, we did. But you could say
the Luther Vandross.
Gonna say that one, man. Yo, the last week of the month, man, we had this dude. Oh, Jeffrey Osborne, man. Jeffrey Osborne, another dope singer from back in the days.
Yeah.
She's on the left. That's the name of the joint and shit. Big shout out to that dude, man. Hop into this music. All right, September the 1st, man. This dude, Sir Mix-a-Lot, dropped his debut album and shit, man. Debut album. But this is that name of the album is called Swas. But his main song on this shit was My Posse's on Broadway. Posse up. Yeah. That shit was dope, man.
About that.
That shit got mad play in New York back in the days, man.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't even know where the fuck he was from. Like we didn't give a shit where these people were from. As long as you had good music, man, we didn't give a fuck where you was from, man.
Back then.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, September the 13th, man, the debut studio album from Mr. Eazy-E. West Coast. Easy does it, man.
Easy.
Ice Cube writes the rhymes, I say.
Big shout out. Yeah, number one. One of my favorite joints was his third single was We Want Easy. Love that fucking song. That's the joint he was in jail and shit. He's in jail in the video. Yeah. Oh, never. Toughen it. That shit was. I used to love Eazy-E, yo. I used to love fucking Eazy-E, man. Back in the days.
In the hood, we always
R.I.P.
Keep talking that trash for your car.
Yo, the next album on the same day, man. Another West Coast pioneer, man. This dude was a big staple in hip hop. Moved into the movies and the TV, man. Talking about Mr. Ice-T. He dropped that Power, yo. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Maybe everybody know from the album cover the dope. His beautiful girlfriend at the time, Darlene Ortiz, with a shotgun in her hand and shit, man. But his joint on there was I'm Your Pusher.
Is that what you remember? But is that what you remember about the album cover? Holding the shotgun?
Well, when you flip it around to the back and shit,
It's the reverse.
I didn't see this album back in the days. I didn't see the cover back in the days and shit, man. I'm pretty sure I would have bought it. If people don't know, the album cover, it has her on the front with a bikini on, in the front with the shotgun, and you flip the album over, and it's a ass with a thong on. She basically got a thong bikini on and shit. From 1988, yo. That was taboo in '88, man.
Yes.
Yo, oh my God, Prez! It looked like he was biting on the cardboard of the fucking cover.
Yo, Prez, what's up?
One thing about this album, something I just saw that I talked about like a minute with a couple of partners of mine. We was talking about like the different machines from back in the day,
right?
All the beats were actually made on this. If I don't know if you know about it, but some of our listeners may know the SP 1200.
1200.
Yeah,
a lot of industry standard.
Oh yeah, man. So old school, man.
No doubt. Yo, Big Prez, man, who's the greatest female MC of all times, brother?
MC Light, my friend. MC Light.
MC Light dropped her debut on the. By the way, this is on the same day as Easy and Ice-T. By the way, it's the same fucking day, September the 13th. Actually, the real R.I.P. to Tupac and shit, September 13th, man. Drops her debut album, Light as a Rock. MC Light, man.
My God.
10% diss, paper thin. I cram to
understand. Light as a rock.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to MC Light, man. My man Steady B representing Philly, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Dropped the third album, Let the Hustlers Play. Big shout out to Steady B. September the 20th, 2 more joints, man. Your man, me and Recess was just talking about this dude, man. He had an episode on Drink Chance recently. That Marley Marl In Control Volume 1.
Oh, yes.
Just dropping Science featuring Craig G. Just too much. And we know what the #1 song was on this fucking album, right?
The Symphony, baby.
Boom, 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 boom. I don't know who's first.
Who's
last.
Symphony, baby.
The Symphony, man.
Much respect to Marley Marl, man.
He's a legend, man. He's a legend. Like people wouldn't even. I ain't gonna say they wouldn't be around, but like he just think how many legends whose career he's like directly affected, like from a Biz Markie to Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Nas, just like so many people and shit, man. Just him. I think even Havoc and shit, from what I heard from Havoc talking about it and shit, just dope. Everybody in Queensbridge, pretty much, man. Shan, all of them dudes, man. So big shout out to Marley Marl, man. Last album I'm gonna talk about, debut album of Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It Takes Two. It takes two, man.
Rest in peace to DJ Easy Rock.
Yes, indeed. Everybody knows the #1. It's probably one of the greatest songs of hip hop history. It Takes Two. Gotta be up there. Gotta be like, I'm talking about like as far as like just popularity wise, it gotta be the top 5 of all times. It has to be.
And the crazy thing is, to me, that was a crossover joint.
Yeah.
I mean, and
dope song.
I don't know if it back then. I'm not sure.
Right.
When it crossed over.
But back then, I don't really think people were. I only think. I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm not.
What are you gonna say? You gonna say it wasn't? People didn't really care.
I don't think people really cared, because you had like people
kind of segregated back then. I mean, segregated from the rest of music. People kind of saw hip hop at a certain vein back then. Remember they couldn't even be in the Grammys and shit. MTV wouldn't play the videos.
No, but you had people like Fresh Prince that was dropping bangers. Kid and Play was dropping bangers.
Yeah, that's around older. Same
that
time.
Was like, that was kind of like in that lane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that Rob Bass Easy Rock, DJ Easy Rock, I think it was in that same lane. Like you throw that shit on in the club at a party, and
I mean, now
everybody at the dance floor. Everybody.
I hope his business was right. If his business was right with that song, if business was all taken care of, this dude is. I'm pretty sure he ain't got nothing to worry about for the rest of his life. If his business was right.
Right. Cool. True.
I was very fortunate to see him in concert this year. Right? Was it this year?
Oh, this year? Oh, that's what's up, man.
That was last year when we talked about the concert.
Okay, right.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, I like the Whop Up, the Big Mac.
You also had that Joy and Pain on that shit, by the way, too. That was the joint too. Joy, pump it up, and pain. Sunshine. What else? And rain. Kick it to the ride, man. Do. That shit was dope, man. And by the way, Prez, DJ Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock has more songs than Audio 2, by the way.
Whoa. Just Audio 2 has another song that's a banger, son.
I never heard it.
It got bangers, 2 certified hits. 2 certified hits.
Just saying. Oh, you know what? Real quick. I know I said that was the last one. I had one more album that dropped on September the 28th, man. I don't know if you're talking about this one, but it's a second album. To me, this is the first time I noticed this dude. This dude went on to become one of the biggest stars of hip hop history. Talk about Mr. MC Hammer.
Yes.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. That was the joy. I love it. Let's turn this mother out. Turn this mother out. Crazy, man. Crazy. To me, this set MC Hammer up. By the next album, he was out of here. By the next album and shit, man.
That Son of the King.
It's dope. It's a dope ass album. I actually had this shit back in the day. I actually had this fucking album. I had a bootleg version, but I had the album and shit, man. But yeah, man. But that's it, man. Went on way too long with the fucking music and shit. Just a lot of dope shit.
Oh yeah.
But wait till fucking 98. Wait till fucking 98, man. Woof.
Oh man.
I know about that shit, man. But
what you know about it?
We gotta hop on to my man Lou Hall. Hop on to the movies, brother. 88, man. What's good?
Yo, for the movies of 1988 September, there's only one movie that came to mind, man.
Damn.
And that was on September 23rd. Movie with Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
In this movie, this dealt with a bunch of gorillas. So Gorillas in the Mist.
Gorillas in the Mist. Shout out to the Lynch Mob, yeah.
A lot of people ain't gonna get that.
That just means I'm older than a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that went over my head too.
You're the Lynch Mob Gorilla. That's the only song they fucking had. Gorillas in the Mist.
I never really remember the title. I remember the
title. So listen,
that was it though, Lou?
my apologies. That's it for the movies.
Oh, God.
Now this is you got to think about it. Now this is September,
right.
So we're talking about September. So October is during the times of at the end of the month, Halloween.
Okay.
So we got more to talk about next time.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. No doubt. All right, fuck it. I'm talking some of them sports, man.
All right, we action packed for September 88. So we're gonna run through this. We're gonna see what's good. We're gonna start off with the birthdays. NBA champion when he teamed up with LeBron James and them. Talk about Kevin Love. He was born September 7th in Santa Monica, California.
No doubt.
All right. In the pool. Remember? Oh no! On the mat, the American gymnast. Remember the Lisa Wang?
No.
Nope.
Oh yeah, you don't remember Lisa? I remember Lisa Wang. How about that? That's all that fucking matters. She was born on September 24th.
Say Simone Biles or something. Yeah, Lisa Wang.
And one of D's favorite basketball player was born September 29th, 1988. That's Kevin Durant.
Speaking of devil,
I love Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant on the court. He's just a fucking.
He was born on Prez's Old Block in DC.
Get some balls, Kevin Durant. Go play on your own fucking team, man. Get some balls, man.
We're gonna talk about somebody who got all the balls in the fucking world. September 4th, World Heavyweight Champion Mike Tyson. He just made the news because he crashed his silver BMW.
Yo, this is the third fucking time this year. It's the same story over and over again.
Well, no, the other one was a Bentley. No, it was a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, and this time the BMW.
This motherfucker
hitting the same fucking tree.
He trying to kill himself. He was trying to kill himself, man. I'm trying to tell you.
It's your man.
He's trying to kill himself, man.
Oh, man. Some football news on September 4th. The relocated Phoenix Cardinals play their first regular season NFL game, and they lose 21-14 against the Bengals at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati.
Okay. I was in Cincinnati at that time, man. Big shout out to Cincinnati and shit, man. I was living there during that era and shit, man.
Oh yeah, that was during that time.
Yeah, man.
Wow. On September 9th, take it to the clay on some majors, but the US Open, your girl Chris Evert, yeah, she defaults due to a stomach flu of something she ate at Shea Stadium.
Damn.
Yeah. You know, now currently known as Citi Field, where actually the parking lot they brought into Citi Field. And
that street meat, son. Stay away from that street meat.
That is true. On September 10th, the US Open women's tennis, of course. If it wasn't her, it was Steffi Graf of Germany. Came on, wins her first US title, completes the Grand Slam, beating Gabriella Sabatini 6-3, 3-6, and 6-1.
They had tennis on lock, yo. Steffi Graf, Chris Everett. What was the other? Billie Jean King.
Yes.
The three of them, I think. Who else? Martina Navratilova.
Big time.
Tennis on lock, bro. In the 80s, early 90s.
Taking it to the diamond on September 16th, the Cincinnati Reds, Tom Browning, he pitched a perfect game against the Dodgers, beat them 1-0. On September 17th, the next day, the 24th Olympic Games open at Seoul, Korea. This was an action-packed Olympics. Is an understatement. I was a little discombobulated, Prez, because you know our boy Black Thought set it off the end of last year when he said, "And not another got more soul, less you Korean." I just had to put that in. Anyway,
freestyle, right?
Still talking about that shit.
Yeah. Still greatest of all time. On September 19th, American diver Greg Louganis smashes his head on a diving board during the 3-meter springboard preliminaries at the Seoul Olympics. Recovers to qualify for the final, which he wins the following day.
Crazy.
I remember they stitched his ass up, sent him back up.
They stitched his ass up.
No, wait. I stitched his head up.
Stitched his head. Greg Louganis?
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
No doubt.
I've been off the Olympics 4 seconds, September 20th. Wade Boggs. Famous Wade Boggs, one of the greatest Boston Red Sox players, is the first player to get 200 hits for 6 consecutive seasons. My God.
Roids, man.
I'm going to get back to the diamond, but going back to Mike Tyson. On September 21st, he smashes a TV camera outside of his Bernardsville, New Jersey home. So he smashed his car in the Catskills, by his crib in the Catskills. And they, you know, it was the paparazzi was crazy.
Yeah, you're on a fucking downward spiral. By the way, if anybody can't tell, Mike Tyson's on a fucking downward spiral during this time and shit, man. It was the same thing before Mitch Blood Green like 2 months ago and shit, and having hands.
So recess that happened on September 21st. What happened on September 30th with Mike Tyson?
Well, let me get to that because we're going chronological order. That's why I'm bouncing to sports. Let me go back to the diamond. I'm gonna go back to the diamond. Jose Canseco is baseball's first to steal 40 bases and hit 40 home runs on September 23rd. Birthing Jay-Z's 40-40 Club. Nice. But yes, like Prez did say in the ad libs, he was indeed juicing. All right, guys. When I said that the Seoul Olympics was action packed, it was an understatement. We all remember Greg Louganis, and and we also remember what happened on the track. And what happened on the track was Carl Lewis and Ben Johnson.
Oh, I remember that shit. Yeah.
In the 100-meter dash. Canada's Ben Johnson runs, as they call it, a drug-assisted 9.79 seconds.
Yikes.
Now, in that same race, Carl Lewis comes in runner-up, and his world record was also a world record at 9.92.
Crazy.
That happened on September 24th. You know what else happened on September 24th?
Well, that's good.
Jackie Joyner Kersey.
Yeah.
All right. That's R.I.P. No.
Wrong one.
Flojo. Yeah.
Thinking of Flojo.
Sets a new world record, 7,291 points to win the gold medal at the Seoul Olympics, of course. So, of course, I said Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson breaks his own 100-meter world record. 3 days later, on the 27th, is disqualified for using a drug called stenosolol. Stenosolol. And like I said, Carl Lewis was awarded
the gold medal.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Okay. And like I said, back to the track, Americans, they sweep the medals in the long jump at the Seoul Olympics. Carl Lewis wins his second gold of the games with the leap, of 8.72 meters. And it's just crazy. The Seoul Olympics was big in the pool and on the track. Super swimmer Matt Biondi, he wins his 5th gold medal at the Seoul Olympics, anchoring the American 4x100 meter medley relay.
The fucking Olympics the only time I'm mad patriotic as shit, yo. During the Olympics. Are you serious? Be mad patriotic as shit, man.
Go America.
Hell yeah. Fuck that.
All right. And what we talking about, Prez? We talking about
September 30th, brother. Let's end it with a bang.
Shit.
Let's end it with a bang.
Let me go right before that. September 29th, Jackie Joyner Kersey won her 2nd gold medal by taking the long jump with an Olympic record of 7.40 meters. Okay. The UN men's basketball team beats Australia 78-49 to take the bronze medal at the Seoul Olympics. Last time U.S. represented by a team that does not feature NBA players. Fellas. So it was then. And that was it.
Oh, yeah,
they
92.
Lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
92, yeah.
So 1998, that was it. It was like, yo, fellas, this is bull. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck was on that team, by the way? You know?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was some future NBA players was on.
Please work on that while I get to Prez's story.
No doubt.
On September 30th, one of the most famous sit-down interviews of all time. Allegedly looking, but I don't feel so personally. Mike Tyson looking very subdued next to Robin Givens appeared on the Barbara Walters show. Everybody
talk about needing a publicist.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about somebody who needed somebody to give him a talk before he got on TV.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm saying though, man. Like, how you gonna assassinate the man's character?
Y'all gotta listen to or read Mike Tyson's book when he talks about this fucking interview. It's crazy, yo. It's crazy.
I don't believe. I think he was just listening, like, yo.
That's what he was sitting there seething, yo. He's like, this fucking bitch, yo. They wasn't even together though. They wasn't even together and shit. They were
separated.
Yeah, already.
They weren't even together. Yeah.
All right, Prez, you happy? That was the spiciness. You want that shade room bullshit, man.
Big shout out to Mike Tyson, man. He done got his life together. This dude was a fucking train wreck though. 88. He's a train, but he was killing it. But he was a train wreck.
But he was killing. What do you expect? He was the biggest thing in the world, nigga. He transcended sports.
Crazy.
And I said I was going back to the Diamond to end it off. September
by the way,
30th,
I got that team.
LA.
By the way, Recess. I got that team and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're gonna go back to this.
Yeah.
I said we're gonna go back to the Diamond for my last story. September 30th, LA Dodger, Oral Hershiser. Gotta big up this dude, man. I remember when I was playing. Yes, when I was playing. But when I was watching baseball heavy back then, I was young, loved the Diamond, loved my Mets for all the obvious reasons. Oral Hershiser. Bro, Oral Hershiser, come on, man. Breaks former Dodger Don Drysdale mark by pitching 59 consecutive scoreless innings.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's amazing. Damn. That is amazing.
He was on that juice, man. I'm sorry, man.
All right. Okay, now Z, on September 30th, in the Seoul Olympics, the Soviet Union beat Yugoslavia 76-63 to win the men's basketball gold medal at the Seoul Olympics. Now, Soviet Union, of course, then they win gold medal. Mm-hmm. Yugoslavia, they get the silver. Right. And the U.S. finishes third. This is the final time the U.S. field was a non-NBA team. Mm-hmm. Now, on this bronze team,
right,
we were all NBA fanatics,
right?
Mm-hmm. Basketball fanatics. Mm-hmm. Please, D, let refresh my memory.
Every single player on this team went to the NBA. By the way, every single player on this team went to the NBA. You got Willie Anderson.
Okay.
Stacey Augmon.
The plastic man.
Yeah. Bimbo Coles. Played for the Heat.
Bimbo Coles.
Yes.
Jeff Grayer.
I
remember the name and shit, right? Remember the name. Hersey Hawkins.
Hersey.
Dan Marley.
Under Dan.
Danny Manning.
Wow.
Wow.
J.R. Reed.
J.R. fucking Reed. Oh, shit.
Wow. Okay.
Mitch Richmond.
Prez. Money Mitch. Sacramento.
David Robinson, the Admiral.
The Admiral.
Or
like I call him, the Admirable.
And then it's two guys with the same exact name. One guy I never heard about. I never heard of him. He was a 6-foot guard. They said he played for the Celtics and the Timberwolves. Now the other guy with the same exact name, all the Knicks fans know this motherfucker because he missed like 4 layups in a row against the Chicago Bulls.
Charles Smith.
Oh my God.
So Charles Smith. So every single player on this team played in the NBA, and the team was coached by John Thompson from Georgetown.
Wow,
it's crazy, and they lost the fucking they won the bronze medal, man. That's crazy shit. But it's so funny. Mitch Richmond and David Robinson went to go on to play on the Dream Team and shit. The following 2 years in 1992.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. 92.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I know Mitch Richmond was on that team. I know David Robinson was definitely on it. I'm not sure if Mitch Richmond was on it.
I don't know if Richmond. No, I don't think Mitch Richmond.
Not that team. I think he was on a future team. Though. He's definitely on a future team.
If you were thinking about somebody, I thought it was my St. John's. My dude,
Chris Mullin?
Chris Mullin, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Mullin was definitely on the team.
He was a sharpshooter on that. Yeah. Other than Chris Mullin and Christian Laettner, everybody else is a Hall of Famer on that squad.
Yeah, Chris Mullin. But they were saying that Chris Mullin, because remember the Hall of Fame is not just the NBA. He's not in the Hall of Fame for
he's in the Hall of Fame.
He is. Oh, right. Sorry, I rebuke.
I see Chris Mullin. Yeah, Chris Mullin's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
No, for St. John's, for his work at St. John's, man.
I was thinking of Christian Laettner.
Sorry.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
He's probably in Duke's Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Duke Hall of Fame.
Christian Laettner?
Yeah. Yeah, he hit that fucking shot, bro.
Yeah,
I'm about to say,
I think they won twice. I think they won twice and shit.
They won twice, right?
Wow.
Back to back.
Yeah. But I remember it was some controversy because remember Shaq should have been on that team.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah?
he was on the
Nah.
92.
Yeah, Shaq wasn't on. He should have been on it. But
Yeah, but
it was
they had
I'm trying to think.
they had to pick a white
He was
guy.
on the
But
following
other than that, huh?
He was on the following year, right?
He had to be.
No, don't say white. Don't say that. D. They had to put a college person.
That was the reason. They were both singers at the same exact time. They were both singers at the same exact time. There's no reason Shaq should have been on that team.
Yeah, and plus you had great centers on the squad, man. You had the Admirable and
then Patrick. I think that was it. Just him and Patrick.
Come on, two of the best jump shooting centers of all time.
Shaq should have been on that team. But anyway, that's it, man. That's what's up. Big shout out to the to the dream team and shit.
Well, who could have took him out? Who you take out?
But Christian Laettner.
But you
Shaq
had to
should
have
have
the college.
remember they had to have one college player. It should have been Shaq. Yeah, it should have been Shaq.
All right, then. So that wraps it up for sports in 1988. We're gonna move along to Prez.
I told you 88, man. I told you we always in 88 for like a fucking 45 minutes, man. But you know what? In all honesty,
We're running around that too.
that just shows how dope 88 is, in all honesty. Because 2008 ain't nothing going on in 08. Ain't no shit going on, man.
Nah.
We're 88 for me, man. As far as the music was concerned, just a quick sidebar. I think that was the year where I started coming into my own as a fan of the culture.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was transitioning. Like I was listening to hip hop before that, but I wasn't studying it. I wasn't getting fully immersed in it.
So you was a poser. You were a poser, basically.
No, it was not that I was a poser. It's just I wasn't sure what the hell I was listening to. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, son, back then, huh?
You was one of the ones that created it.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. You're right behind me.
Give him that credit,
man. You was in that jam, man. Your old ass, yo.
I appreciate it.
That's why he didn't know what he was listening to. He was already hard of hearing with his AARP card at 88.
Listen, I wouldn't trade my time.
Oh, here we go. Old ass.
I am so happy. I came up when I came up. I was able to experience that shit like none of y'all can. Maybe you did.
We didn't experience.
Who? Like who?
We wasn't 50 years old in Woodstock.
Was 50 years old, 88 and shit.
Yo, the reason why Prez is a unicorn. That's why I got the headband on now.
Nah, they trying to hide that horn and shit. You know what's going on.
Trying to hide that horn, nigga. I see it.
What's good, man?
What's good with it, man? On the sidebar.
Nick Van Exel.
Oh, Nick Van Exel.
You forgot one. You got one.
Shout out to Nick Van Exel. I don't know what the fuck happened to you, dude. This shit.
Kobe happened to him, yo.
That makes sense.
Kobe happened to him.
Yo, real quick sidebar. I did have the Nick Van Exels, man. The Nikes. Because my pops had a jumpsuit made in Turkey, and it was like black and white, and it looked just like, if y'all remember how the Nick Van Exels looked, it was like black and white and had squares on the side.
I remember.
I did not know that. I thought the only thing Nick Van Exel I knew for was having 3 cuts in the eyebrows, trying to wild out.
Yeah. All right. Let me get into this news, man. September.
With all these sidebars, let's go to the main bar.
Side these bars, man. Come on.
Side these bars,
Speak these bars.
Oh man, just shut the fuck up already, goddamn it.
Andy bar.
If you was a hard of hearing, you would have known when to go already.
September 5th, 1988. The 23rd annual Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy Telethon.
Here we go.
Damn,
Raises.
How much do they make, man?
How much they raise?
$41 million, bro.
And where's
now, mind you, this is the 23rd annual, and they raised $40 million. If you like, let's say they averaged, maybe they didn't raise 40 million the first few times, whatever. Let's say they averaged like 20 million.
They gotta have a cure for that shit by now, yo. They got.
Oh my god,
they gotta have a cure for that shit, man.
They have billions of dollars, yo.
Billions. Somebody put this shit in their fucking pocket, yo.
Exactly.
Say somebody had to put this shit in their pocket, man.
You know what's so crazy? They did that to try to raise money for MS, but all they were doing was creating AIDS, nigga. I don't know what the fuck.
I can't. Shout out to Luca, man.
Yo,
Crazy,
by the way, I watched what's the Dallas Buyers Club? Have y'all seen that?
Nah.
Since we talking about AIDS.
Who's that with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see that
a
couple of years ago. Yeah, I did see that.
Yo, if you ever get a chance, please watch that movie.
It was good. It was a good movie.
Good, and it's crazy.
It's fucking depressing. I can't watch the depressing shit, man.
Nah, not to the end, maybe. To the end, maybe.
Okay. Which is how it happens in real life.
Pretty much, man. But some people's lives are depressing and shit, though. Sometimes that's a good point. Honesty.
Yo, D, my bad, but 1988 just went off the rails. I knew it.
Thanks to your ass, man.
You gotta let Press finish. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of 88.
All right, come on, old man.
September 10th, yo. Hurricane Gilbert, which at the time was the most devastating hurricane ever. It ran through 10 different countries, like 10 different states in the U.S. Had over 300 fatalities. Ran up $3 billion worth of damage. From 183 mile per hour winds. You know what 183 miles an hour is, yo?
That's definitely a category 5.
Definitely
which is the highest because they have never. There's no such thing as a category 6.
There's no such thing. Category 5 is the worst hurricane to ever touch land, to ever, you know what I mean, ever recorded. So it was like a whole bunch of damage, and it just went from like the Caribbean, it ran through Jamaica, Haiti, hit South America, Venezuela, hit Texas, Oklahoma, and ran way up to the north, yo. It was just crazy. Mad devastation, yo. So that was a big deal back in 1988. September 27th, yo. Boy, man, oh man.
Oh shit.
September 27th. Grand jury evidence shows for the first time that Tawana Brawley fabricated rape story. Tawana Brawley. For those of you who don't know, a lot of people may not know about this, but Tawana Brawley. You never heard Tawana Brawley?
Oh, definitely, I did. Yeah, remember, I lived in Crown Heights. I lived on Nostrand and Empire during the Crown Heights riots, which happened a few years later. But I definitely remember Tawana Brawley.
So Tawana Brawley was a 14 or 15-year-old girl who went missing for like 4 days.
Black girl, African American
girl. Yes, thank you, D. Went missing for like 4 days. When she finally turned up, she was naked. And I think it was like a trash dumpster.
In a dumpster.
Right? A dumpster with the word nigger written across her chest. She claimed that she was gang raped by 4 white men for 4 days. A total of 30 times.
Mind you, this is off the heels of the Howard Beach thing also. So this was also something that they were,
race relations was
crazy.
It was popping back then, man. So she's saying that she got raped for like 4 days. And one of the white men had a badge, like flashed a badge. So of course the whole African American community was up in arms.
The whole city, Prez. The whole city.
Yeah. Correction. Yeah, the whole city, black, white. protests. They were calling for the mayor to lose his job, the governor to get impeached. It was, oh man. Alton Maddox, I think, was one of the attorneys. There was another attorney, well-known attorney at the time, and this was the beginning of the Al Sharpton legacy. This was where Al Sharpton came on the scene and took the charge to try to get justice for Tawana Brawley. Wow. He had his perm, flowing with his tracksuit, you know what I mean? Probably weighing about 3 something. You know what I mean? It's not the Al Sharp that we know today.
Yeah, I was taking selfies and
shit. Yo, he definitely was chunky with a perm and shit, man.
Oh, he had that gook in there, like red and Malcolm.
Yo, it was fried. How you say it? Fried,
laid
to the side.
Oh shit.
So. Look, in all seriousness, though, all jokes aside, rape is not obviously nothing to joke about. No. But come to find out, Tawana Brawley lied. She made up the whole story, yo.
Fabricated the whole
story. Had the city ready to just blow up, all because she stayed out late and was afraid that she was going to get in trouble. So she ended up hiding out at her old apartment while the whole damn city was looking for her. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable.
So I'm reading. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so that's where the media gets it from. You know how when big things happen and the media, perpetuates a lot of things and lies, so that way, things can look at a certain way.
But it was a 15-year-old girl. Nobody would have thought she would have came up with some story like that.
Crazy, yo.
Throw her jump into a trash fucking dumpster naked and write nigga like she wrote it. She would have had to write it herself. Nigga on her chest.
And don't forget, she smeared feces on herself also.
And she smeared feces
and put herself in a plastic bag.
15-year-old girl, come on, man. Shit, who does that? All because she ran away from home.
Now, Prez, you got the whole things about the payouts and all that, by the way?
Yes. Okay. So, when it was all said and done, and mind you, this went to the courts and all that, over 180 witnesses were called. I don't know where they found 180 people for a made-up story. Who were they interviewing, for a made-up story, but it was a whole investigation. I guess so. And then everybody just basically making this up, though. He got all these people, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure some of them were saying that it was real. Some of them were saying that it was fake.
I'm a vouch for this.
At the end of the day, defamation lawsuit against Sharpton and the dude Maddox and Tawana Brawley. So she ended up having to pay $190,000 back, as punishment. This was 15 years old, bro. She was 15 years old. Think about all the money that she cost taxpayers and all that, court fees and all that, because she made up the story, whatever. The lawyers ended up having to pay, which I'm sure they were able to pay it off. But this is a 15-year-old girl, where is she getting $190,000? So fast forward, she ended up moving out of New York, started her life over down in Virginia. She was found in Virginia. She didn't pay back any money, none of it. Nope. And because of the interest, now it's up to almost $500,000 worth of between the fees and the actual original debt that she owed. Yeah, man, this was a big deal, bro, in the 80s, man, late 80s. Crazy. Fucking Tawana Brawley, man. So,
and they garnishing that shit out of her fucking wages and shit too. Is it
everywhere she go?
She'll never pay that shit back though.
Well, they said they taking it from her employer and shit. $600 a month. Yep.
Damn, that shit is crazy.
Never gonna pay that shit.
You see the pictures of her now?
No, I haven't seen that. What she look like now?
Yeah, she gained about 100 pounds or so.
Stress.
You know what I mean? She's living out there in VA, trying to keep a low profile.
Oh, okay.
But hey, that's just one of them things, man. It's one of them things.
Yeah, I see. I guess it is what else it is.
Got yeah, for sure, man.
She gained the weight that Al Sharpton lost, by the way.
88.
You said what?
She gained the weight that Al Sharpton lost.
Hilarious. Yo, let me ask you something real quick. This is the last thing really for this month, and then we can move on. You guys heard of 6 Degrees of Separation?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Okay, so shout out Kevin Bacon. On September the 4th, he married his current wife, Kyra Sedgwick, also a dope actress. Both of them dope actors.
Yeah.
So for a long time, you know, I didn't know what the fucking 6 Degrees of Separation was, and then one day I came across this shit where you can find
the scene with Will Smith.
No, not the movie, not the 6 Degrees of Separation.
Oh, sorry.
Kevin Bacon, like you can, no matter any 2 people in the world, you can pick any 2 people in the world.
Was it the world or was it Hollywood? It's the world?
It's the world, man. No, okay, I'm sorry. It is the original concept is for any 2 people in the world, you can get to whoever you want to get to.
Like
but yeah, you know what I'm saying? But in Hollywood, as far as actors are concerned, any 2 people, but it's the same thing. If you can do it within just the acting career field, you can do it within the world. Any 2 people, how you go? In less than 6 people, you can meet anybody in the world that you need to meet.
Right.
Is that am I explaining it correctly?
I don't know.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, say for instance, like if we're talking about music and you talk about, let's say
Jay-Z.
Yeah, let's say Jay-Z. And I'm trying to think how to explain it myself.
I used to tell use you as an example. Use yourself as an example. Like
you can't get to Kevin Bacon in 6 degrees and shit.
You can get to anybody in the world, bro, in less than 6 people. Any 2 people on Earth are 6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees or less. They don't want to even take 6.
Now, the way this works is that people that you came in contact with.
Yeah, like if you needed to talk to somebody, right? You wanted to get a message to somebody, talk to somebody, meet somebody, whatever the case is. No, you can't call just anybody on the phone, though.
This nigga is trolling you, Fred.
I know. I just thought, I remember it back then, like years ago when I first came across it. I thought it was dope. And now doing my research, I came across it again. So I just wanted to see if you guys were up on it. You know what I mean?
I know Will Smith was up on it.
That's all I got, man. Sorry for dragging this out. This September of 1988. Shout out Kevin Bacon, 6 Degrees of Separation.
Ooh, he was in it. He was in the bed. I knew I didn't see everybody.
Yo, that's what's up, man.
Yo, go ahead and
thank you, Fred. Yo, and all jokes aside, we was about 50 minutes on this shit, man. By the way, yo, this is ridiculous. What time did we start? This is ridiculous, yo.
The nigga left, Fred.
Welcome to September of 1998.
Nigga, Mrs. Ride.
You look friends, man.
My shoe fell off, son. My shoe down fell off.
Yo,
nigga, you better call the 6 degree off that motherfucker and get it back.
Yo, I'm gonna make this quick and simple, man. For the singles, easily. This young lady doing her thing for the entire month, man. The beautiful Monica. You know the song, Lou Hall, The First Night?
How does that shit go?
First nights, the entire month of September and shit, man.
I think that was It's an upbeat song, I think.
Okay. But big shout out to Monica either way. Big shout out to her. She's doing her thing, man. Always been doing her
I like
thing.
her role in ATL. She played that Rachel's role perfect.
Monica was in ATL? Okay.
Yeah, she was.
She was the waitress
at Waffle House.
At the Waffle House.
That's what's up. I happen to these music, to these albums, man. This is a big month, man. So we got to get through this shit quick, yo.
Wow.
The third studio album on September the 1st, man, from the one and only Mr. Fat Joe, Don Cartagena.
Yes.
Dropped that album and shit, man. Big shout out to Fat Joe. You love this shit, Lou Hall?
Yo, this album was so dope. I still play this.
Looking at the track list, man. Let's do that. He had a feature on every fucking song on this album and shit, man.
He really did.
I mean, but everybody, like literally, yeah. I mean, Pun, Puffy, Nas. I see Jada, Ray, Charlie Baltimore. Dope, man. Nori, Lazy Bone, Crazy Bones. Dope, man.
Still longevity, man. Mr. Longevity.
Yes, indeed.
Still getting it.
All right. I'm gonna get to this. All right, Lou Hall.
Yeah. September
the 8th, man.
Yeah.
The debut album. This is a very highly anticipated album. We've had several arguments about this man. We're not going to argue about him. We're going to just talk about the debut album from Cannabis. The name of the album was Can I Bust? You know, I bought the album the day it came out. Cannabis was my favorite rapper at this point. I bought the album the day it came out. I love the album, by the way. I love the album. I love it. Second Round Knockout is one of the first one. Patriots featuring Free.
Oh my gosh.
I love Get Retarded. I love Niggonometry. I love the whole album. Second Round Knockout. I Honor You. Talk about his mother. I mean, to me, this shit is a classic album to me. I love the Hypnitis, How We Wrote. Channel Zero was dope. Featuring, it was dope. It was dope. Buckingham Palace. Hey, yo, I stand outside the gates of Buckingham Palace smoking reefer. Album is dope.
Regardless, yeah,
dope. So big shout out to Cannabis and shit, man.
Whoa,
he won the battle. We had definitely. The same day,
not even close.
The fifth album.
He ripped the mic off his arm.
The fifth album from Digital Underground. Digital Underground's called Who Got the Gravy. You know, it is what it is. They started kind of going down by this time, and now like '98, they was kind of definitely on the downward.
They didn't have the juice. They didn't have the sauce.
Yeah. But big shout out to those dudes, man.
Pioneers.
Who made this fucking? Who was this shit? Was this Cash Money? No, Master P, No Limit. Skullduggery, Lou Hall.
Yeah.
The second album from Skullduggery. Yeah. The No Limit Soldiers and shit. September the 8th, yo. September the 15th, another No Limit. Magic.
Yep. That's the Magic. RIP.
Yo, I used to love their artworks. Their artworks for those albums used to be crazy.
Pen and Pixel.
Pen and Pixel. September the 15th, the same day, man, we had the Rush Hour soundtrack. Def Jam's Rush Hour soundtrack and shit, man.
I bought it that day.
I know you did, man. How Deep Is Your Love? What's that, Drew Hill and Redman and shit?
How deep is your love for me?
Can I get a what? Jay-Z with a Mill and Ja Rule. Just dope. The Faded Pictures was dope.
Don't forget, Wu-Tang was on here.
Wu-Tang and Don't Stop.
Ja Rule.
It's dope. It's like a fucking. I never heard this. I never heard this whole thing and shit.
Really?
Yeah, never heard the whole thing. But they got looking at the track list. It looked dope. They got a drum with Slick Rick on here.
Yes.
John B.
I'm fresh dressed to $1 million.
But Faded Pictures is Case and Joe. That was a big song. That was a big fucking song, man.
Huge song.
Yes, indeed. Big shout out to those dudes.
And don't forget NBC. That Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, and Noriega joint. Yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Big shout out to Charlie Baltimore. I love Charlie Baltimore, yo.
Why?
She was dope. She's beautiful.
You know what?
Beautiful.
What we're not
this nigga.
What we're not gonna do is sit here and disrespect Charlie Baltimore. We will not.
Oh, what the hell?
Beautiful.
She was basura, yo. She was basura.
Yo, you talking a lot of shit, yo, friends. How you gonna say that, man? And you always
She was the side chick to the side chick.
Hold on. Did you say she was garbage?
She was the side chick to the side chick. So she
no.
Did
you say she was garbage?
She was basura, son.
Because let me refresh your memory. She had a joint with Ghostface, and that joint was slamming.
That he probably wrote.
Oh man, go ahead with this shit. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Yo,
keep it moving.
Y'all shouted out. Y'all shouted out in this year, 2018. Lil Wayne just dropped his album and shit. In 1998, man. His daddy, the Birdman.
Hey man, don't say it like that again.
And Manny Fresh, man, the big timers, man, the big timers. Yes. How You Love That Volume 2. How You Love That Volume 2.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't hear that until I want to say maybe 2000.
Okay,
so 2 years later, I didn't hear it.
And I know you was loving that shit, right?
Oh yeah, I was on Cash Money. I was Cash Money everything.
Now, I mean these 2 weeks, right here is some classic shit, man. The same day, the Flip Mode Squad dropped the Imperial.
Yes.
Flip Mode,
the Imperial.
Oh man, big shout out to the whole Flip Mode. We got Busta Rhymes, Rod Digger, Spliff Star,
Rampage, the last Boy Scout.
That's my dude, yo. That's my dude, Rampage, man.
Oh man.
Big shout out to Flip Mode Squad, man. On the same day, Rassassination, the second album,
very underrated, very
dopest lyricists of all times, man, all fucking times.
Wait, hold on, what? You say he's the dopest lyricist?
I said one of the dopest lyricists of all time. So I said one of. He's not the dopest. He's one of the dopest lyricists. Razzcast is nasty,
he was nasty. He was just down here, maybe last month. I didn't get a chance to check him out, but
performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He in New York all the time. I ran into him one time in New York, this club and shit. Short as fuck, yo.
I can tell. Mm-hmm. I don't know what order we're gonna do this.
Oh man,
here we
go. All right.
Rapid fire.
September 29th. We had a whole article. Prez linked us to an article about this. He claimed we talked about it. We never talked about this day until right now. By the way, but we're gonna talk about this day. Some people say it's one of the greatest days in hip hop history as far as like releases going. Just start with a lot of shit came out too, by the way. We had a compilation album by No Limit Records called Mean Green.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Lou Hall. I know he had that shit.
I did, but it wasn't like
Brand Nubian, man. Brand Nubian dropped their 4th album, man, called The Foundation.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Yes. Is this a return of Grand Poobah to the Brand Nubian?
I want to say
yes.
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. Brand Nubian is dope. They're a legendary group, man. Oh man. All right. I'm trying to see the order and shit.
Just let it rip.
All right. We're gonna start with at this point in time. This is the last album at this point. This is the last original album. No, it's not.
This was the last album. Just let it rip.
A Tribe Called Quest, man. Yes. They dropped their joint called The Love Movement on this day. The Love Movement, the 5th studio album and shit, man. Some people thought it was gonna be their last album at that point in time. What was the Find a Way? Love Find a Way. One of my favorite Tribe songs of all time and shit. Yeah.
What was it?
Find a Way.
My heart for the evening. Confused things.
Find my way. You know why you want to go and do that, love, huh?
Okay.
Fife Dog is rolling in his grave right now. Listen.
Yeah, y'all see, y'all don't sound too good. Everybody trying to do it at the same time. Everybody's off beat and shit. So it sound like shit.
Because it's called a delay.
All right, man. All right.
Did you have to swallow?
There's no order.
You have to swallow?
There's no order. All right. One of the dopest groups. They just had a reunion show this year, Prez, right?
Okay.
Talk about one of the dopest hip hop albums of all time. Talk about Mos Def and Talib Kweli on Black Star.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Top to bottom, Not a horrible. It's just no filler. Just
Straight.
all classics. Every single song is a fucking classic on the album and shit.
That's official. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't know. Maybe we should do a whole show on this fucking day and shit one day and shit. It's
the
just
mixture of
just too much. Just too much.
Of the grit
There's
and the conscious.
One bad song. It's all classics. Every single song. Even the fucking the what you call them? Interludes and shit. Yeah. You like them girls with them dog ass shit. I like the woman with the light complexion. And it goes in the brown lady.
Brown skin lady. How you doing? Brown skin lady.
Children's story definition into redefinition. Oh God.
Hiding like Thieves in the Night. Thieves in the Night, I think, is my all-time favorite song.
Yeah. From Black Star or in general?
Just in general, yo.
Wow.
It's just like Thieves in the Night, bro. Hiding like Thieves in the Night. Another Oasis, thinking you look twice. Hiding like Thieves. I'm
you
sure
ever heard that song performed
live? Agree. Everything you see ain't really how it be. A lot of jokers running around.
I'm gonna listen to this album tomorrow morning on the way to
work. Most cats in my area be loving the hysteria. Synthesized service conceals the interior. America, opportunity mirages and camouflages.
Yo, he must. Shit. Yo, he's not lying, D, because his memory is shot.
Word.
He knows that. He is.
I mean, but we have production by fucking High Tech, the Beat Miners, Sean J. Period, J. Rawls, Geology, 88 Keys. Did your Thieves in the Night joint? Just classic album. I mean, we can go on and on about it. This is a classic, one of the greatest albums of all times. Period. It's not even hands fucking down, man. Damn. This got to be. Oh fuck. Anyway, we gotta hop into this other group, man. We just talked about them recently and shit. They had one of the. This is probably one of the. Just a ridiculous release, man. This is when I started noticing these dudes and shit, man. But I know they were already blowing up by this point in time. The third studio album by Outkast, Aquemini.
Forget it.
Another fucking classic. Like Rosa Parks was like, that was the song. I was like, oh, these dudes is more than just some southern shit. Like these
ain't typical southern rappers.
Yeah,
but man. You know what? Even on that album, like it's hands down, like you could play it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? But the title track,
my God,
Aquemini. Even the sun goes down. Heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie. Sometimes why? None is for show. None is for certain. None lasts forever. But until they close the curtains.
And we're not gonna sit here and pretend like Spotty Yachty, Dopalicious ain't one of the dopest fucking beats in the history of music and shit.
James.
We're not gonna sit there and pretend like that shit ain't one of the greatest shits of all time. I mean, Skew It on the Barbie with Raekwon. The art of storytelling. It's just too much. It's too much.
The creativity was a throwback. That album.
I mean, this was it for them. This put them over the fucking edge.
Oh yeah, they're out of this world.
Put them to the mainstream and just. I mean, it's just crazy, yo.
With that Skew It on the Barbecue, I think Rosa Parks was the first single.
Yeah, that was.
But when they did that Skew It on the Barbecue, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Old school players and new school food.
Yeah.
Like kangaroos. On the Bobby, we ain't trying to lose. Y'all be goddamn is there to change the rules.
Now,
like the boys bust rap shit. We the type of people that prepare the acts on the max.
3 Stacks is definitely not rolling in his grave right now. He's definitely.
Man. I mean, I just one more. I mean, just one more.
Just
that's
give
all.
Us one.
Just one. More. Just one more. Just one more. And fuck the surprise shit. Just announce it. Be like, on this date, whatever, March 15th, whatever it is, this is gonna be our final album and shit. This is gonna be our final album. We going on like a limited tour, like a limited fucking tour, 8 cities, whatever the fuck. They're gonna sell out every fucking thing. The album's gonna go.
Absolutely.
Album's gonna go fucking quadruple and shit. It just, Hopefully one day. Hopefully one day, man.
Why not do a double tour, son? Black Star and Outkast.
Come on, man.
Oh my God.
You might as well be a Knicks fan. You are dreaming.
A double farewell tour and shit.
Double farewell tour, yo. Outkast and motherfucking Black Star. Just bangers. They do the complete album, front to back. Yo,
Andre said, "My mind warps and bends. Count the twin. Andre Ben. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Original sin. Many men comprehend. I contend."
Bars.
His feature on that Tribe album was too much of a teaser, man.
Yes, it was.
That's my favorite song on the album, by the way. I love Kids. It's my favorite song on the album and shit.
You know what? I'll say everything that he's gotten on ever since they have not been a group. So I'm talking about from the Rick Ross,
that Beyonce joint.
Yeah, the Beyonce joint.
I love that shit.
When 16 ain't enough, God, come on, man.
16 ain't enough. Oh my God.
Come on, 3 stacks. Just one more, man.
One more. Can somebody?
But like I said, man, this album put them into the mainstream, put them over the top. This last album that came out, man, just put this dude over the top. The dude, to us, he was already dope. He was already great. This one put him over the top. His most successful, at least up to this point in time, album of all time, selling over 5 million copies, man. We talk about Mr. Sean Carter, Mr. Jay-Z, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life.
And that was the crossover joint.
It's a hard knock life for us.
That's the one.
That was it. Just imagine, like, they did the tour off of this shit. Just like this, just put him into. He went into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Who produced that fucking song, yo?
Mark from the 45.
Wow. Mark the 45 King.
Mark
just
the
crazy.
Yeah.
Just, with Swizz. The album is another. Every single song is a classic. Every single song got the Swizz beats. If I Should Die Tonight.
Timberland. Nigga, what?
Nigga, what? Nigga, who? Cash Money Hoes. Do. Just, it was all good. Just a week ago with Too Short.
Ooh.
Coming to Age. The sequel with
Bleak. Yo, tell me, listen, when that album dropped, tell me you didn't have a partner back then where y'all was acting out, you know what I'm saying? One was Bleak, one was Jay. Somebody would get Bleak's part, somebody would get Jay's part, just rap the whole song. Listen, oh my God.
Crazy. The song we just mentioned earlier that was on the Rush Hour soundtrack, Can I Get a What? This shit put Ja Rule. This shit helped Ja Rule out too. I remember from that documentary where Ja Rule would go on the tour and shit. It was in that Hard Knock Life tour, and Ja Rule would be on the stage every night performing this part. Like, that shit put him over the top.
Little known fact.
Yeah,
that was a Ja Rule song. Jay-Z took it and put it on his album first.
That's how you do it.
He put that shit on his album first and shit before Ja was able to put it on his. You know what I mean?
But they was all cool with it because
Irvin was.
Yeah.
I guess he probably said, just to get more burn, we put the shit on Jay's album to get more burn and shit. And it was a smart business move. Paper Chase with Foxy Brown. I like that joint. Posse Cut, one of the dopest posse cuts of all times. Fucking Reservoir Dogs. It's the first time I heard Beanie Siegel and shit, man. Beanie Mac, I supply it now. It just niggas want to test my name and test my game till you have me. Test my name. Y'all niggas nuts like testicles. Come on, man.
You up in your apartment building vestibule.
It's Mr. You just keep on walking. Keep for the
lock. Keep on sparking.
Yo, and Jay-Z ended this shit. How the fuck they gonna stop with your measly asses? We don't. What do you say? We don't. So we got easy passes.
Ooh,
Elastics, shit, biatch. What the fuck?
What the
You heard me?
fuck?
Put some more beat on that joint. Then it goes to doom, 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 like that. Kick a Prius like that. Go straight into that shit.
Word that. That was a hard track too.
Crazy, man. Then you got It's Alright, feature Memphis Bleak. Doom, doom, doom. And then Money Ain't a Thing closed the fucking album out. Classic album, one of the greatest albums of all times.
Hands down.
Yo, real quick, shout out to Benny Siegel, man. You know, his voice was damaged when he, you know, got shot or whatever. So it's like his voice ain't what it used to be. He's still rhyming, but his delivery ain't that, you know,
crisp and
straight.
Oh yeah, it's all jacked up.
I mean,
man.
I know he still got the hand and shit, man. The hand's still working, man. So you know what I'm saying, get out there and get to work. Put that pen to work, man. Get that publishing and shit, man.
Exactly.
To go on that, that's what fucking DOC did, man. But I mean, this is the dope month. One of the greatest days in hip hop history, September 29th and shit, man. Classic albums, and that's it, man. My heart racing and shit, you know, just so much shit. I love this shit, yo. Gotta calm down and shit, man. But that's it for the music, man. We can just hop on to the movies, Lou Hall. Let's go, man.
All right, yo. So for the movies, man, I'm gonna actually only hit you with one movie, man.
That's what's up. Hey, it's what it is, man. We gotta keep it moving.
Oh shit!
So of course,
it has something to do with that Hard Knock Life, right?
I guess so.
Actually, it actually did. We just talked about one of the songs that was on the soundtrack,
right,
for this movie. So we're gonna get into the movie. I'm talking about Rush Hour on September 18th of 1998.
That's the first one, right?
Yep, the very first one that started it off.
Movie. Yeah. Still to this day, you can put that shit on. It's the perfect mix, man. You know what I'm saying? My man Smokey, Chris Tucker, fresh off of Friday, a couple years previous, man. Jackie Chan off a couple of his dope movies. You put them together.
Yep.
Magic.
Yep.
That's what's up.
That was Jackie Chan's first opportunity to really blow. Yeah. You know, he was probably making movies for what, 20 years before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he makes since like the 70s. I saw some shit. I was like, damn, Jackie Chan been out since the 70s and shit, man.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. I think he was like Into the Dragon. I think he was
on Into the Dragon. He was one of the dudes that got beat up by Bruce Lee.
It's crazy, yo.
And, if you got, I'm sorry, man, just real quick, if you guys haven't checked out that latest Jackie Chan movie,
The Foreigner.
The Foreigner.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, go see that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna find something I gotta be on something I got so much shit going on now. All these different platforms. It gotta be on something I got, man.
It gotta be definitely like on Showbox. I'm sure it's on Showbox.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on.
Well worth your hour and a half, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that shit out.
Yeah, Jackie was getting off in that movie, man.
Hey, that's what's up.
Getting off in that movie. It reminds you of Taken. It puts you in the mind frame of Taken.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for the movies, man. Wasn't two Septembers back to back, nothing.
I ain't mad at you, man.
All right, in sports in September 1998, 10 years prior in 88, I was talking a lot about tennis, and we mentioned a lot of heavy hitting female tennis players. Couple of names that we didn't mention. One of them I do remember for sure, but this one, Lindsay Davenport, she won her first career Grand Slam title, beating the defending champion, Martina Hingis.
Yes, I remember her.
You remember her, right? Martina Hingis was dope, son. Was dope. And to be honest, that's all I got for sports because it was very slow. Now, we did mention something when we did something about the Seoul Korea the Olympic Games. And I did mention Jackie Joyner Kersey. Maybe D was a little confused. Florence Griffith Joyner.
Yes, indeed.
The American sprinter, 3-time Olympic gold medal in 1988. She dies of an epileptic seizure at age 38.
That's how she passed? Wow, that's crazy, yo.
That's how she passed, man. And I remember this man. Another death, September 30th. Dan Quisenberry. He was a relief pitcher. He has a 5-time American League saves leader. He died of a brain tumor at the age of 45. And that's all I got for sports for September 1998. Let me pass it along to Prez.
Yes. Moving right along.
Yes, sir.
Moving right along into the news, man. Not too much going on. Couple of memorable stories. The first one being September 4th of 1998. Small little company called Google was created.
God damn it.
Yes, sir. Google just celebrated 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that bought stock in Google, man, when it first came out.
God damn it, man.
Shout out to everybody that bought stock, man.
Holy shit, man. Paid right now. You so paid. I think that's why everybody was jumping on this cryptocurrency like they were, man. They was just trying
to
everybody. They was trying to get in early. He was trying to get in early. That fuck. September 11th, 1998. Independent counsel Kenneth Starr sends a report to the U.S. Congress accusing President Bill Clinton of 11 possible impeachable offenses.
Oh my gosh.
Offenses. Wow. That dude done fucked up, bro. That dude done fucked up. Motherfucking Bill Clinton. We all know.
We all know what happened 3 years later on that date. What you were about to say?
Nah. We all know why he was being impeached. We all understand what happened with Monica Lewinsky and how he did not have relations with that woman.
He did.
But he ended up getting impeached actually after all and shit. Yeah. I always thought when you impeach, you actually have to fucking leave the White House.
Like, so too. Well, obviously not.
You fired. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up out of here. But obviously,
you don't gotta go if you don't want to. I ain't going nowhere.
He's like, I ain't going. Fuck all that. I guess you know. He just has that stain on his. On his career.
But most people, I don't think you survey America. I don't know if a lot of people know that he was impeached.
I didn't know either. It wasn't until later on. I was like, I knew they was trying to impeach him, but then the nigga never left. It's like business as usual. So I figured that the shit just, they swept it under the rug. But I guess on paper, officially, he was impeached.
Did you hear what you just said?
You caught that. Thank you, LJ. You caught that. Left the stain on his career. Them other two dudes are sleeping, man.
I'm trying to hurry, get the fuck off of this shit.
I mean, come on, Prez. Do I have to compliment you on every pun?
Back and shit.
Prez, you're nice.
I work hard on that, man. Come on, give me
you work hard on it. Yo, chill, man.
Anyway, September 13th, man. A politician and segregationist. I didn't even know that was a word, but this guy was a segregationist. Okay. George Wallace, he died from septic shock.
George Wallace, the comedian?
No, nigga.
Oh, R.I.P. man.
Politician, dude, bro. Politician.
Got it.
He burning motherfucking hell. George Wallace, known for standing in the doorway of the University of Alabama during segregation.
Yes.
He burning hell, right? I hear that.
That motherfucker burning hell.
Yes.
If we all watch Forrest Gump, remember Forrest Gump? When the young black girl dropped her book and Forrest Gump went and picked it up and gave it to her. That was the same event.
The school that Mr. Wallace was trying to prevent the little girl from going in.
Cowards, man. That's all it is, man.
After direct instructions and directions from the president, JFK at the time,
to cease and desist.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now it's crazy how this dude was a fucking Democrat, right? And normally you associate Democrats with, you know, civil rights and progressiveness and liberalism and all that. This motherfucker had none of that shit. He was from Alabama, and Alabama is like a whole different ball game, bro. When it comes to civil rights, man, he was like, so he was crazy, man, for real.
So you trying to say Kanye on to something?
Hey, Kanye. Let's not even get on Kanye, please.
No,
that's a whole different.
I know that you wanted to press, but
no, I did not. No, I did not. Watch your mouth. I'm gonna mute your fucking mic.
I'll mute you.
I swear to God, I'll mute your mic.
I'll mute you. Don't do it while you're licking your lips, though. Come on, man.
Yo,
not for nothing. Lou Hall said, because of Kanye's rant today on TMZ, he said that why did black people start off as Republicans and now they are, known as Democrats? But basically, wasn't that because of Civil War? Back in the Civil War, the North.
Civil War.
Yeah, it was because of the Civil War. I mean, there's some things that if you would just know. I mean, I didn't even go to school that much, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, Woke Eli, I think, reminded me. But it's true.
This was the 70s. By the 70s, all that shit had already worked itself out. Where the Democrats were, you know what I mean? They were already.
I think specifically though, when Lou Hall brought up the Kanye thing, because you mentioned why, if it's George Wallace was a Democrat, you would think it would be for the progression of the people or whatever. But what Lou Hall probably was trying to make reference to was Kanye today on TMZ looking and saying, oh, why is it that black people are associated with the Democrat Party when they were really Republican to begin with? You know what I'm saying? And he did not know the reason. Like he said, I want scholars to get together.
Like I said, this dude, he don't even know. Well, we ain't gonna get no knowledge from this dude. We'll talk about him in a whole nother day.
Lou Hall just showed us. Lou Hall just showed us.
To end it all we gotta say is read a book, nigga. Read a book.
Read a book, nigga.
we could talk about this shit.
Check your phone, Recess. But that's what's up, man.
Oh, all right. Come on,
AK, shut the fuck up, yo.
To wrap it up with this racist ass George Wallace. He was assassination attempt, yo. Some dude tried to take him out in 1972.
Unfortunately, he didn't do it.
Unfortunately, he didn't take him out. He was left paralyzed, however. George Wallace was left paralyzed and was forced to use a wheelchair for the rest of his life. He died in 1998, September 13th. And toward the end of his life, he basically asked for forgiveness. He basically saw the error in his ways or what have you. And he renounced segregationism and asked for forgiveness from African Americans. Bastard.
Hey, bastard. It's what it is, man.
And that's it for the news, man. In September of 1998.
Yes, indeed.
Let me get in the car.
Let me get in the car. Oh, yeah, the leg is hanging out the fucking door.
God damn.
Welcome to September of 2008, my Jesus.
Yes, indeed. 10 years ago, man. We're going to finish this up, man. We're going to finish this joint.
Not a damn thing came out.
Not a damn thing. Now, we had big shout out to this young lady, man, at the top of the charts for the entire month, man. I'm not sure what happened to her recently, but I know she was popping back in the days. Miss Jasmine Sullivan.
She's still making music.
Still doing that's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Her joint was Need You Bad. Need You Bad was on top of the charts for the entire month, yo.
Okay.
Yo, she had a.
What's up?
I was gonna say real quick. You said what happened to her?
Yeah.
Like she's still making music. Came out with a joint a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And then she had a top joint on the Insecure.
Okay, that's what's up. Dope show. Love that show, by the way.
Yes.
But that's what's up. I love Issa Rae. Ray, man. I don't know what it is about her, man. But that's what's up. All right. September the 2nd. the third album from the man, one of the dudes from the South. Big up to the young. That's who they mute his fucking mic and shit. He washing his hands. Yo. Big shout out to Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy, man. He dropped The Recession.
Yes.
Yo. That was a joint. Put on and shit.
Put on. Yo, shout to Def Jam Rap Stars because that's one of the joints that you can rap on the joint, man.
Okay, that's what's up. Big shout out to that dude, man. I mean, Jeezy been doing this thing and shit, man. Been doing this thing. One of your favorites, Lou Hall, man, on September the 9th, Mr. LL Cool J. Is this his final album? Is it? Exit 13?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna say no.
No. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't recognize any of these songs from this album and shit.
It was it just wasn't a good exit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, we'll see. Maybe he can come back and drop another joint.
He had 50 Cent on the album. He tried cursing again.
Yeah.
He had 50 Cent on the album. Now he did have a joint that did like with the Dream called Baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that joint. It was cool.
Yeah.
I remember that joint. The same day, your man, Mr. who we was hanging out with in New Orleans, man, Mr. Cardinal Official.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
His fourth studio album called Not For Sale. Big shout out to that dude, man. Big shout out to Cardinal Official. September 16th, DJ Khaled. He dropped his third album called We Global.
Prez said, "What does he do?"
I mean, we had a couple of joints in that day. A couple of, nothing really major. DJ Muggs and Planet Asia dropped a joint called their joint album Pain Language.
Shout out to DJ Muggs for real.
Yeah, man. Nelly dropped his fifth album called Brass Knuckles.
Yeah.
Dropped that joint. Man. Like I said, it's 08. We know 08 going shit, man.
Yeah.
Them Franchise Boys. They dropped their third and final studio album and shit called Our World, Our Way. We had the final album. It's a lot of finals, man. The final album from Helter Skelter.
Oh shit! Damn.
September 30th. Yes,
now we're talking.
It's called Dirt. DIRT. The Incredible Rap Team. So big shout out to Helter Skelter and shit, man. Murs dropped his joint. His fifth studio album and shit called Murs for President. Mad Lib dropped a joint that same day. I think that's it. Just for the one more big joint, big release. Probably the biggest release of this definitely the entire month, hands down.
The only one we care about.
Come on, guys, let's keep it clean.
The sixth studio album from your man, Mr. T.I. Tip Harris, Paper Trail.
Yes, sir.
That's classic
Still
album.
love
Shit,
this
man.
album.
Whatever you like, that joint, man. Swing your rags.
The first two joints he got in his bag, man. He was just spitting bars on. Matter of fact, first track was the intro. It was called 56 Bars.
56 bars.
Then he went into Illy.
I mean, to me, this is when I started noticing T.I. and shit. When this joint came out, just dope, man. Swagger Like Us.
No one on the corner has swagger like us.
Just joint after joint. What's up? What's happening? That's your joint, Lou Hall?
Yeah.
But T.I. is dope and shit. T.I. is dope, man. But that's gonna be it, man. I'm gonna wrap this bitch up with this music. Hop into the movies, Lou Hall. Let's go.
All right, we gonna jump into these movies, man. This was another
come on.
like real talk.
Hey, whatever, man. Let's go. Let's
real talk. Yeah, I'm just going over the list again to see if there's anything to really talk about. Yeah, honestly, there was not a damn movie to talk about at all.
All right.
That's what's up. It's what it is, man. That's
wow. First time ever. First time.
That's
nothing notable. You don't have to say everything. Nothing notable. Yo, let me take it from there, Luhor. No shame in our game on sports.
What's up with the sports?
And no shame in our game, and also our rename, because on September 3rd of 2008, the new Oklahoma City NBA franchise announces the team will be named the Thunder. Reference, of course, to the powerful storms in the area.
And they stole it from Seattle. Stole a Seattle Supersonics.
Crazy. I was been talking about the U.S. Women's Open this past 2 segments that I had in 88 and 98. No difference in 08. And you know who was running shit for the girls? U.S. Open women's tennis. Serena Williams wins her 3rd U.S. title, beating Jelena Jankovic of Serbia.
The greatest of all time. So nobody tell you different here.
In U.S. Open's men's tennis, Roger Federer wins his 5th consecutive U.S. title.
The greatest men players of all time. Shit.
Right? Greg Maddux on September 19th, going to the Diamond, pitches his 5,000th career inning against the San Francisco Giants. 5,000 innings. God damn.
Crazy.
The final home game at the old Yankee Stadium is played against the Baltimore Orioles on September 21st.
All right. That's what's up.
And boy, I gotta tell you, right across town in Queens, right after what was it, Hingis got sick. Right? They tore it down. The last game played at Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
Before it was demolished, happened between baseball teams, the Mets and the Florida Marlins. The Marlins win 4-2, but of course we didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because we were getting a Citi Field. For those who watch reality TV, y'all know who Hank Bassett is. He's NFL player, used to play for the Eagles. Him and his model wife Kendra married on September 22nd. Guys, I gotta just take it then to
I think I'm joking and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
They gonna record. I'm joking and shit. You just going on.
I'm not.
You reaching.
I'm joking and shit, yo.
One death. Bro, I'm gonna take it off of Prez's plate only because he also had a race car driver, and he was a race car company owner. Famous American actor Paul Newman dies of lung cancer at age 83 on September 26, 2008. And that's all for sports for September of 2008.
All right. On to the news, yo. Real quick, like, there's not much going on. September the 7th, the U.S. government takes control of the 2 largest mortgage finance companies in the U.S., which were Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. This was part of the whole collapse, the whole recession, the whole bailout situation. Later on, just a few days later, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley, the 2 of the last remaining independent investment banks on Wall Street, also received the bailout. And these bailouts were in the billions of dollars, yo. Billions. To prevent, all of these housing, mortgage, subprime mortgages that were given out and whatnot. They had to bail them out, because if they didn't, a lot of these people would have just lost their homes, would have lost their life savings. A lot of people still did, but the numbers would have been astronomical, ridiculous, yo.
Crazy.
Remind you, a lot of these CEOs were still getting like these $40 million bonuses, $30 million bonuses after all of this bullshit. Nobody ended up going to jail, so nobody went to jail. But let me not even say it. I'm not even saying it. What else we got?
Searching. Reaching,
right? Reaching.
Damn, Prez,
come on, man.
That's all I got, man. I'm not even gonna go ahead and beat it up anymore. I'm not gonna beat
it up anymore. Yo, you've been talking reckless all night.
I ain't mad at you, man. But yo, we had some joints, man. I mean, it was like I said, 08 is always weak. 98 was crazy. We had some of the greatest albums of all times in 98. 88, some more classic shit in 88, man. So September's pretty cool, man. Pretty good and shit.
September was dope. Yo. Yeah, shout out to anybody that watches what you call it? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Shout out to
all the time.
Yeah, the two I don't know if you know this, but the female and the dude, what's his name? Fucking dude with the beard. I can't remember. Yeah. But they're married in real life. They got married on September 27th.
Okay, that's what's up.
Check out the show. It's a good show.
Dope show. Danny DeVito and shit, man. All right, that's what's it. We gonna wrap this episode up, man. Thanks for checking out the We So Classic podcast, man. You can check us out every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on SkyhawkRadioNC.com. Check out, they got an app as well, Skyhawk Radio app. You can check us out on there. Hit us up by email, WeSoClassic@gmail.com. Social media is at We So Classic Crew. That's on Instagram and Twitter. Hit me up personally at DJ D Dame on Instagram and Twitter. And my email is djddame@gmail.com. Fucker.
Yo, it's your boy Prez. You can definitely hit me up on the Instagram, hit me up on the Twitter. That's going to be REP1804. That's going to be a REP1804. Holla at your boy.
Yo, as always, it's your boy Lou Hall. You can definitely hit me up on the Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. That's going to be Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. Lou Hall is IZ back BACK. Hit me on the email at louhall803@yahoo.com. louhall803@yahoo.com.
And it's your boy Recess. I'll be Snapchatting at Resuscitation, tweeting at Southside Recess, one word, and on IG as always at GETDAFUCOUTAHERE. Get the fuck out of here.
We getting the fuck out of here by the skin of our motherfucking teeth, man. We out. We
yo, Snoop. Why you going at Kanye, Snoop? You call him Uncle Tom?
He's canceled, baby. He's canceled.
Shit.
Little Ray album is whack.
He's talking about Uncle Tom.